Hello everyone, I'm Caroline and I've been buying again. I've been to the thrift stores or charity shops this morning in Newport, and do you want to see what I got? Okay, I'll show you. I've got this bag full and I'll get this big lump out of the way. Just move the bag over there. First thing I've got is this. Now this looks a bit weird. It's a blanket. It cost me £1 in the Salvation Army and somewhere it's got a label on it. Here we go. It's a Thermosoft by Beadelac. From Germany, and it's a crepe polyester and cotton, and I'm actually going to use this as a fill-in for the quilt. I've been looking for, do any of you remember the old nylon blankets? I'll be making quilt for a vegan person, so they don't want any wool, but if I can find an old nylon blanket, it'll be perfect. Now I found this one, but it's not really big enough, but I thought, well, I'm going to have this anyway because I can always make a smaller quilt with it. And for £1, it's very good. I like the texture you get when you make a quilt from this sort of thing. You can get wadding, but I prefer a more solid blankety feel to it. So that for me is perfect. It's going to go in a good wash in the washing machine now, and then I'll be able to use that. Right, pop that down on my pile on the floor, which I think is the best place to put it. And I got these. These were 50p in the charity shop. I'll open them up. I think a crafter had put some items in. Oh, sorry for the crinkly bit. I think a crafter had put all their bits and pieces in. Let's have a look. A little bit of moss there. So, yep, I definitely think a crafter has been using these. We've got a key and another key. So, a few keys, lots and lots of padlocks. And a little train. It was a train button. That's cute. And, oh, I can see something else in here. Let's have a little look. Another key, lots of padlocks, and also a little pendanty thing, I think. Yep. Oh, yes, it would have gone that way. Oh, very, almost mid-century modern look to that, isn't there? I'm sure I'll be able to find a use for that. So 50p, I think you're probably looking at between £1 and £2 for this many in a bag from a craft store. And I've got all those for 50, so I'm happy with those. I'll put those there. And the next thing I got was a bag of pine cones, and these were from Hobbycraft, so there is no way these would have cost 50p in Hobbycraft. I'm not sure, and I would imagine they're looking at $3.99 in Hobbycraft for a bag like this. And they're all these minis. Well, I won't open these up, and you'll see why in a minute. But I can't wait for making autumn and Christmas items and covering them in these little pine cones. I think it's going to be such fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And you imagine if you put a little bit of white glitter or some white paint on those. Very festive. I love those. But that's not the only pine cones I bought, because putting those down and digging into my bag again, I got this box for 50p too. And that's why I didn't open the bag, because this box has already been opened. Look, the little tiny dinky ones. They're very pretty, very cute. And they're not all the same size. If I put those there, you can see there's a variety of sizes, which is good, because if you put a couple of big ones, I don't know if I can show you this, but you will get a little gap. So you can always put those in to sort of fill in little gaps. Plus, you've got various sizes. You can make various things. You can make Christmas decorations to hang on the tree, or bigger wreaths using the bigger ones, or the smaller ones if you have the patience of a saint, which, as many of you know, I don't. I don't even paint unless I'm forced to, because I'm not very good at letting paint dry. Even so, I usually end up painting things. All right, let's put these. I've got, if I can show you, I've got this stuff everywhere. I showed you these in my last haul, I think. The last haul that I filmed. I may not have showed you that video yet, but I'm making some autumn and fall wreaths for my next video to come out, which is, I think, a week Friday, because this Friday's is already ready. So I got all my supplies set up on the side so I can't move. It's amazing just how messy my studio gets when I got all my projects ready. Right, ta-da! We have Make and Create wooden tags. Look at those, they're really cute. Let's open them up. They got hearts on them. I love these. You can get them with just little holes in, but I think putting a heart on those just makes them extra special. And I think these will be equally as good for journaling as they will with craft. And I'm really starting to get back into journaling, so they're going to be perfect and you can paint them up, you can stick paper on them, you can stain them, use them as they are, put words on them. You can use them with a little bit of, if you put a little bit of, let me have a look. I've got some of this here, which I've got to show you something in a minute. If you put some string on there, and you can put a bead on the other end, and you can turn it into a bookmark, or you can put one of those each side. Now I'm thinking, put that there, and just tie them off, and then write something nice on those, and you can put, it's gone. You know what I mean, a double page bookmark. Have I got a book that I can show you without disappearing off camera for ages? I do, but I am going to disappear for about 10 seconds, but I'll keep chatting to you while I'm doing it, and I'm on the way back. I've been reading this book, How Not to Diet, by Michael Greger. Interesting stuff in there. Right then, so if I wanted to put a marker in my book, I put that one in there and leave that dangling over the back. But if there were 2 pages I wanted to mark, I could put one either side like that. Then shut my book, and I know where the 2 places I marked are. And if I'm reading a craft book or something, I could quite happily mark 3, 4, 5 places that I want to go back to check. So, put my book down there, and I'll put those over there, and I'll take that off there because we're going to be using this in a minute. Another little clue. I've turned my glue gun on. Right, Cluedo or Cluedo, anyone? I never know how to pronounce that. Look at this. You know, it was Mr. Brown in the library with the candlestick. This is heavy. You could really do some damage with that. It's silver plate, I think. It's not just any candlestick. It's a Marks and Spencer's candlestick. Ooh, posh. I had it for, where's the price? Oh, on the top. £1. And I'm going to use this to put a flower display on. Now, if I put on something, I've just got this circle of cardboard here, another little clue. And if you put something flat on, like a bowl or a plate or a circle of cardboard like that, I could then do a flower display. And I just happen to have convenient, because I'm doing some autumn wreaths, this holly. So I won't do it too carefully. But if you put that there, if you imagine all that holly coming down and then a floral display on the top. Oh, I'm really inspired now. I want to go create all some wonderful things with my candlestick. But I'm going to get through this video first. I'm going to discipline myself. So let's put this out of the way. One silver plate. It's a little bit, the plate is coming off there. But it looks quite chrome underneath anyway, doesn't it? It doesn't matter. I'll polish it up. I'll put the best side out because my displays all go against the wall. And oh, there I am in there. You can see my new glasses. There's my new glasses. Right. So I'll put that down. And there was a box full of pieces of fabric in the thrift store or charity shop for 50p a piece. So I said, well, how much would you want for all of it? Thinking, I'd love to give them £5, but it's going to be at least 10. And he said, £5? Oh, yes, definitely. They're mine. Sold. So I'll get them all out and show you what we got, and then we'll go through them. This is the last now of my haul. So if you really don't like fabric, then you may want to go on to another video. I won't hold you all here thinking there's something else coming up when there isn't. But I do have, look how much fabric I've got here. There is a lot of it. Look at this, there's more, and there's more. Oh, I'm losing my bag. Sorry for the clattering. And there's more. And there's more. And I think we're on the last handful. There. Right, I'm going to put my bag by the side of me. We're going to have a look at what I've got here. Spread it out a little bit. There we go. So we got this dotty. It's quite a thick one, this. If I show you on the back, you can see the, well, I hope you can see the grain in that. So it's quite thick. Oh, look at these sheep. Oh, I love those. I'm really into making scrappy quilts, so even little tatty bits don't matter. But these are quite nice pieces. I love those sheep. Let's look what else. Blue. Yep, we got that, which looks a bit like an Ola Keeley pattern. I don't know if it is. There's no little bit on the end, and that's quite thick as well. The grain on that. And oh, we got this, which is purple with some flowers on. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I suppose it's a wedding cake, is it? It could be a birthday cake. It's a 2-tier cake. Oh, we go for birthday cakes. or just a cake shop display. There we go. That's a little bit more open. I like that. Oh, somebody's got some paint on that. Definitely came from a crafter. Have you ever done that? Got paint on something you really didn't want to get paint on? I do it all the time. Oh, look at this. This is Fresh Strawberries by Jane Shashki. Oh, I love that. That is going to be such fun to use. Oh, yes, I'm pleased with that. Let's have a look how many pieces we've done so far. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So that would have been £3 worth already, and I paid £5 for all this. Let's keep going because this is going to take a while. Oh, I like that. That is lovely. I like this sort of thing to contrast with a bigger pattern. Here's a smaller pattern here. That could go. Oh, look. If I pull this one out as well, will that go? Yes. Now they're going to make a lovely group of colours together. And what else? There's more. I think these came from something like Hobbycraft. I think it is probably a bundle of fat quarters because I recognise some of the fabrics when I was pulling them out that I have seen in Hobbycraft. So I've done well there because fat quarters are quite expensive. It adds up. So we pop all those away. Oh, will that go with those? No, I don't know. No, I think they're a little bit too orangey to go with that pink. Now that'll go with it as well. What would it go? No, I'm not sure about that one. But let's have a look what else we got. Oh, we got Scotty dogs. Oh, I love those Scotty dogs. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. 2 pieces of that. Oh, we got some snowflakes. Yep, snowflakes for Christmas. What's on here? Oh, it's Thumper. Oh, look, it's Disney's Thumper. Now that is, I'm pretty sure that's a Hobbycraft fat quarter. Let's have a look what they were making. Something circular. Do you think they were making badges? Could be. Oh, it could be making Suffolk Puffs. Do you know what a Suffolk Puff is? They're great fun to make and great fun to use too. You can use them in crafting or again in journaling because you can get them quite flat. And let's have a look what else we got. Oh, there we go. Perfect for if you don't want to get run over on a dark night, you could put that on. It's quite reflective, that yellow. And quite a bright pink too. Oh, more Scotty dogs. Oh, Christmas Scotty dogs. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Oh, that is going to be a lot of fun. You could just put that in a frame and it would look wonderful. Yep, I definitely like that. Oh, and red. Look. Perfect for Christmas or for summer, strawberry time. Oh, I hope that's not interfering with the camera too much. It seems very clicky. Oh, what would it go? Shimmery on my screen. Oh, that goes nicely together. If I had a black, I don't think... Yes, there's some black. Oh, that's very bright black. But there is some black there. No, that won't go. But if I had a black gingham or plain black, those 3 would make a lovely grouping then. Right, on we go. We've got so much to look at. Let's have a look at this very, very bright piece of fabric. Oh, it's done as patchwork. So it's one big piece. How big is it? Oh, it's 4 squares. So this is 2 and there's 2 on the other side. So if you want to, you could make yourself, you could make yourself a big floor cushion and just put something on the back of that. That's very nice. Or if you wanted to use it as a small little quilt for a dog or a cat or something like that, you could just put some back in, put some wadding in between or a blanket, as you know I use. And then if you sew along the lines, it'd give you a little bit of texture and dimension as well. And that would cheer anybody up. That's so bright. Right, more sheep. We know we've got some sheep in there. More pink. I was looking everywhere for pink fabric to finish off a quilt the other day, and now I got all this. Look at it. Oh, well, I'll have to make another pink one now, and I love pink, so I'm happy. We got some lilac, and oh, this isn't cotton. Not sure what it is. It's much thicker. And we got some more pink, and some, oh, that's nice. They just happen to have fallen together, but doesn't that go well because it's got a very thin pink stripe in there? Oh, I like that look. And it also go with it. We got some. Yeah. Oh, now we're talking. I love finding fabrics that go together, especially ones you wouldn't imagine go together. Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh, I just love rummaging through fabrics. I'm the same. I love rummaging through any sort of art supplies, craft supplies. It just gives you so much inspiration. So while we're doing this thing about colours, then let's have a look. Oh, that's yellow, isn't it? So we'll go with that though. Piece of thread there. It sort of goes. What if we try introducing something really not? Oh yes, now look at that. Oh, I think that is a lovely grouping. That is so, it just screams spring. Oh, what about this as well? What about, I don't think that's as nice. I think those three together look absolutely perfect. And this seems to be a fat quarter. What have they cut out of it? I'm dead nosy. I want to know what they've been making. What do you think they'd be making there when that's the remains of it? Could be anything really, couldn't it? Right, so we'll put those. Oh, I love those. Oh, I want to get sewing now. Oh, I wanted to get making flower displays a couple of minutes ago. Now I want to get sewing. Really must behave myself. Focus, Caroline. So we got some green stripes. Oh, with some green spots. And I've got something green here. Again, I think that's a nice grouping, but I think that may be too pale. What do you think? I don't know. I think it offers enough contrast if we put it that side. Jury's out on that one, but I definitely like those two together. Absolutely gorgeous. There's some greens, and we got some more sort of salmon pink. And the salmon pink is surprisingly very different to a normal pink, and I don't think they go at all. I think they clash. I think the salmon pink, do you think is a warm colour? And this is more cooler pink. Sorry for all the black paint under my nails. Ignore that. I've always got black paint under my nails. For somebody who doesn't like painting, I always seem to be covered in paint. Right, so we got those. Oh, look at this. Made of flowers and dreams is Peter Rabbit. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, is there a fabric we can put with this? Not sure. Not sure again. Oh, I think if anything, I put the gingham with that. Yep, that looks very nice. Anyway, I'll have to move on because time is going on. I didn't want to make this video more than 20 minutes and I'm on 17 minutes already. So I've got this dragonfly fabric. This is thick enough. You could make a bag, a tote bag or something with those. I may well do. Or some pencil cases or something like that. Needle cases, that would be good. I can do those for Christmas gifts. And I actually put it so we got a dragonfly on the front. Yep, liking that idea. I will be putting a video out of Christmas gift ideas just before Christmas, so keep an eye out for that. Right, on the solids, we got red. Oh, what's this? Oh, look at that. I did think it was going to be red. It's like it is red, but with a white thread running through it, so that's not going to go with that red, is it? No, not really. Will it go with that pink? Yep, sort of goes with that pink. And there's more of that. Oh. They seem to have got bleach on this one. Unless, perhaps they were trying out different patterns. And squirted bleach on it to see what it looked like. Could be. Right, moving on. Now, I've definitely seen this at Hobbycraft. So, that is a Hobbycraft fat quarter. We got this solid, this solid. We got, what's this? Oh, there's some blue stars. No. Will that go? I've got to have a look, sorry. You know me, I get so distracted. Oh, yes. That would go nice. I quite like that. Right, we got solid red there. We got, oh, look at this. I absolutely love this. It's like, looks like ticking. Oh, I love it. Oh, and it's got that sort of vintagey look to it. You can even make primitive Christmas gifts out of this. Oh, Christmas decorations. I love it. Oh, that. Oh, some pieces of fabric are just, the only way to describe them is delicious. So that is delicious. Oh, I can't wait to use that. Right, carrying on, we've got pale pink spots, pink stripes that go okay together. Yep. And, oh, this is definitely still folded as a fat quarter. Some pink foxes or dogs and a sheep. Then we got some yellow fabric there. No bees on it. Looked like it should have bees on, doesn't it? And some blue flowers and some owls. Ooh, using that would be a real hoot. Put it away, Caroline. Calm yourself down. And we got more Peter Rabbit fabric. Did I say Peter Rabbit then? I'm so excited. I can't even speak properly. Look at that. Peter Rabbit with some butterflies. And we got more spots. I love spots. More spots. This looks like a curtain material, really, doesn't it? Oh, wait a minute. What is this? It is, oh, Weeds and Tweeds. This is called by Jacqueline something fabrics. Red Rooster Fabrics. Oh, that's different. I did think it was upholstery, but it's not. It's just a special design fabric. So I'm not sure how I'd use that. We got some blue flowers. Oh, I like that. Oh, yes. That's just summer, isn't it? Summer on a piece of fabric. And where's the brightest side of this? Now that has been sewn. Interesting. It's white on the inside. It's been sewn around there like a pocket. I may be able to use that in a journal as a pocket, and it's already done for me. Brilliant. We got some solid whites. We got some little mini florals and another pocket. And some stars. So I've got 2 pockets. More of this. Is that another pocket? I wonder what was going on. And that's nice. And we got a plane and another plane and another plane. If I get all the planes out of the way. And oh, what's this? We got a panel. I love discovering panels. Oh, it's got a price. Look at the price on that. £9.40. Wow. Quilter at work. Oh, look at that. I can't show you it all because it doesn't fit on the screen. This is Debbie Mum. I've had Debbie Mum fabric before. So there we got, this is a quilter's quilt. There's the table, moving down there's the quilter, and there's the Quilter at Work sign. And that would make a gorgeous little blanket or quilt cover, or quilt, obviously, a wall hanging, that sort of thing. Oh, I love that. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Yep, I made up, when you think I paid £5 for all this. That was just one of the little things. We've got some more spots. And oh, look, this is more Weeds and Tweeds. So if I pull this out, I'm getting distracted again. This actually, it's Weeds and Tweeds like this one. So these are made to go perfectly together. Look at the colouring. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'll definitely be making a Weed and Tweed themed something or other. We'll put our spots over there. Oh, these are still in fat quarters. We got that one. And this one, and oops, and purple spots, and a white on blue haphazard spot, and some teacups and teapots. We've got, oh, more Peter Rabbit. What does this say? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Eating too much lettuce makes me sleepy. We got another self-patterned bleachy thing. Got some blue, more what looks like all Achille. Oh, I just had a collapse on my pile. In a fat quarter, more Peter Rabbit, and some blue florals. Oh, look at this. This is perfect for Christmas. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm going to have some fun with that. Definitely. And we've got more spots. And more spots, festive spots, because they're gold and sparkly, look. And some pretty pattern there. And, oh, that's a bit... Sometimes I always used to think, who on earth would buy plain materials that don't really pop, but then they contrast so nicely with something that really does pop. It sort of gives your eyes a rest. I'm trying to find something that would actually go with. It's a difficult colour to match up at the moment, but I'll pop it there in case we find a colour. Now, look at this. This is Winsiette. Oh, £2.65 this was. Does anybody remember Winsiette petticoats? I used to have Winsiette petticoats, and oh, in the winter they were so warm against your skin, and they're like a brushed cotton, and mine were pale blue and pale lemon with little daisies on, if I remember rightly. Oh yes, that feels lovely against your skin. Right, so we got, oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, and more gold chevrons, and more. Oh, another thumper. We've already had one thumper, so there's more thumper. And we've got some of this, which is very ticking, like, I'm not something being cut out there too. Oh, it looks like a Christmas stocking. Or a very long Christmas boot. An ice skate, Christmas ice skate, sort of. stocking is probably better, isn't it? Right, moving on. Oh, Miffy, very cute. I'm so enjoying this fabric. Look at that. Oh, Miffy is so sweet. Right, we got more spots and squirrels. Squirrels on a pink background. We've got green, abstract-y, diagonally, mark-making-y type fabric. More flowers. This has been sewn. What's this been sewn into? Right. I think somebody was perhaps making a knitted needle case, do you think? They've started sewing along there, but never finished. And it could fold as a book. Or it could be a book cover, which I could use to make a journal. Or I suppose you could, if you were going to put lace making bobbins in, then you'd put a piece of something along here and then fold this, and then you could roll that up and all your lace bobbins wouldn't get knotted up and tangled. We got more stars. Did I show you this? I've definitely seen that in Hobbycraft. So that was Hobbycraft Fast Quarter, bits left. And we've seen that before, haven't we? And we've definitely seen pink gingham before. And we got, this. I would say of all things, that's my least favourite. It reminds me of an old school tie. What about you? Or even perhaps a blazer for a very eccentric person. Speaking of which, my husband would love a blazer made of that. And we've got more Scotty dogs, more dogs and sheep, more pink. Oh, I don't think we've had that before. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, it's another thing with writing on. By Global Treks. Oh, what a shame we haven't got a complete butterfly. Perfect for a scrappy quilt though. More solid. More flowers. Oh, look, it's a little flower fairy in a heart. I love that. And we got more of that. Some green and some stripes. And we got this blue. And just as a little reward for anybody who made it right to the end of that marathon fabric haul, I'm going to show you a quick trick of something you can do that you can either add to craft or to your journal. Now, I've got this. It's a cardboard circle, and I'm going to get a piece of paper because I want to find the middle of this circle, and that is easier said than done. So draw around it. Try not to let it wander off when you do. And then lose your scissors. I got it. I told you everything was in a mess because I'm so cluttered up with craft things. There are little picks of autumn flowers everywhere. I've got ivy, wreaths, bits and pieces. It's going to have quite a lot of interest in the next video. Right, well, as I say, not this one. It'll be a week Friday's video. So I cut around that circle, then fold your circle in half. Any scrap paper, bit of a magazine, bit of a newspaper. Fold it in half again, so you've got quarters. Find your pokey thing. Oh, I can't find my pokey thing. I can always find my pokey thing. There it is. I can't lose my pokey thing. It's one of my most essential tools. Open this up. Eventually. There we go. Poke your pokey thing through there. And there's the middle. Stick it on your circle. Mark where that is. And then poke a hole through your cardboard circle. Like that. Now I'm going to get the fabric, and this is Cottage Garden by Debbie Shaw. Just going to cut roughly around the shape of this cardboard circle. So it might be nice to throw in a little bit of craft because I knew I had a lot of fabric there. And I can take some of those corners off. So at this point you find you've taken too much off and you've got a big hole where you don't want one. You know me, I'm terrible for measuring. There we go, pop those there. Now, you've got two alternatives. You can either glue this to your piece of card like that, or it's better if you got a little bit of wadding. I think I've got some, but I'm going to have to disappear again. Oh no. I'll see if I can find it quickly, because I know you've been hanging around for quite a while now. And I'm looking in one cupboard, and it's not in there. And I'm looking in my other cupboard. Oh no, it's not in there either. Right. I'm coming. I've got some blanket. See? Told you I like using blankets. So I'm just going to cut roughly the size piece of blanket I need. And then I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on it, like that. And then stick the card on top of the hot glue just to stop it moving around. And then cut it out. As I said, this isn't essential. This is just something I'm doing just to add a little bit of interest. If you're going to put this in a journal, I would recommend that you use a thinner card, and you certainly don't put any wadding on. But if you're going to use it in craft, then you can make it as thick as you like, or as thick as you need it to be. Right, so that's like that. Then put it face down on your piece of fabric. Goes over there, like that. And then put on a finger protector and glue it into place, nice and tight. And the best thing to do is do alternate sides like that first. So like 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And then start folding it in the gaps. Nice and tight. It shouldn't take too long, but just make sure you don't burn your fingers. Say I'm starting to rush now, and rushing is the surefire way to cut yourself, burn yourself, paint yourself and everything around you. Have you ever had a fully loaded paintbrush, you're rushing, and you've dropped your fully loaded paintbrush, and it lands on your desk, and it bounces off your desk and onto your lap and covers your lap with paint, and then as you try to catch it, you get it all up your arm, and it bounces off and lands on the carpet and covers the carpet with paint. I've done that. On more than one occasion. I now have a lovely big turquoise mark on my beige carpet in this room. I don't mind though, because I am planning on changing it. That's why I didn't bother when I turned this into a craft room. I thought, well, I'll trash the carpet first and then I'll put a new one down. Right, so when you've done that, you've got yourself a little fabric top like this, which you can adapt this to make a jar for a lid for a jar, something like that. Then I'm going to poke my needle with some thread through the top, like that. Then I'm going to get a bead, which I should have put here, and I didn't. So I'll bring my, string, I will be back. I'm bringing my string of beads down, and the first one off's a green one, typical. Second one's a blue one. There we go, we'll use this blue bead. So I'm going to go through the bead, which I've now covered in hot glue. It's everywhere. I don't need that on, do I? And then back through the hole, at the bottom, like that. Turn the bead around, you can see it on the top, and then give it a nice tight knot, nice and firm. And then a blob of hot glue, finger protector back on, give it a good push, snip the edges, and depending on the thickness of wadding that you put on, or the layers of wadding, because you can put more than one layer on, will depend how much of a dent you get in the top here. And that is, I think, a little bit of fun. I know it seems a bit weird, but you can put a button on the top, anything like that. And, oh, I don't think I've got anything. I tell you what. I've got this hat that I've been making. You could put it, well, not on the top. I could bend this. I don't know if it'll bend. Yep, it'll bend. You can put it on the front there, like that. You could get a lot of those and make them into a string of decorations. You could put some lace around the edge. You could make this very thick and turn it into a pincushion. And then you could, I suppose, glue it into a saucer or something. I don't know why you'd want to glue it into a saucer, but you could if you wanted to. Or put it on top of a jar that's got spare pins in the bottom. So just something, a little bit of silliness that I thought I'd show you, just because it was something I picked up quickly before I started and thought you might enjoy. Right, I better let you get back on with your day, because we've been such a lot of time looking at the things in my haul. If you've enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, because you'll get to see how I use a lot of the things I buy in these hauls, and you won't miss any of my videos. I'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, happy crafting and have fun. Bye!